Hey, it's not Erica, and welcome to my Korea vlog. I took a very short trip to Korea for a wedding last month and had a great time sightseeing, eating good food, and reconnecting with family. So come along with me on this journey, and I hope you enjoy this vlog. I started off by grabbing a quick snack and watching the Singles Inferno finale at the airport lounge before getting on my Korean Air flight. Luckily, the middle seat was empty, so the 13-hour flight was just a little more bearable. This is the famous Korean Air bibimbap, which is so bomb, but they always give so much food on these international flights, and I feel so bloated afterwards. I left on a Wednesday morning in the US and landed at Incheon Airport, where it was already Thursday evening in Korea. I met up with my sister and we took an airport bus over to our hotel in Myeongdong. We stayed at the 4 Points by Sheraton, and I highly recommend this place to tourists just for the convenient location. The hotel was less than a 5-minute walk from the airport bus stop, and there is also a major subway station right in front of the hotel. We ended the night with some girl dinner from a nearby CU convenience store. We started off our first full day at this cafe called Hardy Hardy House near the Bukchon Hanok village. This was such a cozy, cute place, and the decor really embraced the traditional Korean beauty you would expect to see in this area of Seoul. Highly recommend if you're looking for some caffeine while you wait for the Hanok Mall to open at 10 a.m. After we had some food in our bellies, we walked around the Bukchon Hanok village and enjoyed looking at these gorgeous traditional Korean houses. Next, we walked over towards Gyeongbokgung or Gyeongbok Palace. If you see this bizarre statue of these kids, you're going in the right direction. There is this area outside the main palace that is free to explore that also has this place called 추억의 거리, or Street of Memories. It's basically a recreation of what stores and buildings would have looked like in Korea in the 1970s to 1980s. I really enjoyed this area because it kind of gave me a glimpse of what my parents' daily lives might have looked like when they were in their teens and early 20s. We finally made our way inside to the main palace. Admission is only 3,000 won per person, which is like $2. It's also free if you wear a hanbok, which I did last time I was here. So this was actually only my third time coming to Korea, and I've literally come to this palace all 3 times, not usually of my own will. But this was my sister's first time getting to do some sightseeing in Korea, so I tried to take her to all of the main touristy spots on this trip, even if it meant going to places I had already seen before. Regardless, I am stunned by the gorgeous details of this palace every single time I come here. We were also lucky enough to start leaving the palace right as they were doing the changing of the guards. Next, we did some more walking through the city and stopped by the Sejongdaewang statue and the Isun-shin 장군 statue before finally making it to Cheonggyecheon. Cheonggyecheon is a stream that runs through the city and is a great place for exercise, activities, and just hanging out. This was also my third time coming here. But this was my first time running into these crazy birds here. They were just flying around, fighting each other, and catching fish, which was so crazy to see. I think I hadn't seen these birds before because the other times I had come in the summer when this place is packed with people trying to escape the heat. You guessed it, more walking. This time we walked to Insadong, which is a great place to shop if you're looking for traditional style souvenirs to take home. We went to this open air mall called Samjigil here. There are so many little stores and cafes here, and a lot of them sell handmade goods and crafts that are really unique. I got so much stuff from this store that was selling stationery and other things with these adorable cat illustrations. I'm obsessed. Next, we circled all the way back to Myeongdong where we got to eat the famous Myeongdong gyoja. There is usually a huge line for this store, but we went at a random time at like 3 p.m. or something and got seated right away. It was really good and affordable with huge portions, but I don't think it would be worth waiting like 2 hours for. I was so full after that meal, so I had to walk it off by shopping, of course. And by the time I was done shopping, it was dark and I had some room in my belly for some street food now. Ended day 1 with 30k steps and dying feet. On day 2, I took my sister to COEX Mall so she could see the IG famous Starfield Library. We got brunch at this cafe in the mall called Periche Coffee that had sandwiches, pastries, and drinks. This place felt so regal and elegant for a mall, and there were a bunch of ajumas chatting away here in fancy outfits, so I knew this place was legit. We did some light shopping here before our next destination. I have to go into every Kakao Friends store I see because they're so cute. We also went to this store called Goal Studio, which had this whole exhibit for the T1 League of Legends esports team, which was so cool. I picked up a Faker jersey to share with my boyfriend, and I also got to touch the God Hand. The next area we went to was Seongsu-dong, which is apparently the new hip neighborhood for Gen Zers. I was mainly looking for this bag store called Stand Oil that is apparently very popular nowadays in Korea. And I picked up this black chubby bag, which came out to only be like $70. We wrapped up our shopping and headed back to the hotel to get ready for my cousin's wedding. Korean weddings are typically very short compared to US weddings, so most of the time was spent eating and chatting with family after the ceremony. We also went to the after party Icha for drinks, and then the after party Samcha for more drinks. It was so nice catching up with my cousins, some of whom I hadn't seen in over a decade. After the festivities were over, we took a taxi back to the hotel and were in bed by 4 a.m. On day 3, I headed out of the city to visit my aunt and uncle in Gwangju. The last time I had seen them, I was a scrawny 14-year-old, so I was excited to see them again as an adult. We went to this Korean restaurant called Gauntlet, where they had these haris, or clay pots in the back, where they apparently ferment their own pastes, like gochujang and doenjang, that they use in the restaurant. We were treated to this amazing hanjik meal, which is basically a traditional Korean meal with rice, banchan, soup, and just a bunch of other dishes. I ate so much, dude. After dinner, we went to the cafe next door. In Korea, there are so many cafes, so a lot of times they have to have something special to stand out from the sea of aesthetic cafes around them. For this cafe, it's foot baths. You can choose the type of foot bath and what goes inside the foot bath, and each foot bath comes with a drink included. We had a good time relaxing here and preparing our feet for the long flight that awaited us the next day.
Oh, that one is so small. Hi. Oh, there's another one. Hi. 어머.
On checkout morning, we decided to grab a quick brekkie from Isak Toast and to someplace. Korean street toast is a must try. It is so good. I enjoyed my brekkie on the windowsill and took in my final views of Namsan Tower. After checking out, we grabbed our bags and hopped onto the same airport bus that brought us here 4 days ago. We arrived at Incheon Airport with plenty of time to get my tax refund and exchange my cash back to USD. We also kept running into this royal procession around the terminal. Next, we headed over to the Matina Lounge, which is one of the best airport lounges I've been to. Like, come on, they have a cup ramen station. Also, look at all these drinks that they have. I think I had like 3 cups of shike. Also, cat robot. I ate so much here, which was a mistake because I realized that I would be fed the entire time on the plane too. But it's free food, so I gotta get my money's worth. I walked around the airport a little to digest as much as I could before saying goodbye to my sister and finally getting on my flight. And miraculously, the middle seat was open again. Yay! I played Sudoku and napped until 10 hours later I was back in the States. Had a good time in the motherland and definitely want to go back again soon to do some non-touristy things, hopefully. But I was happy to be back home with the kitties. Thanks for watching this vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!